Hi guys, I hope my screen is visible and you can see me. Alright, so we have connected today to understand about the Oracle DBA technologies, and we'll see how this Oracle DBA technology works. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss in our today's lecture. And let's start. Let me share my screen. Okay, so I just shared my screen. All right. Okay. So what is this? Most of the people coming from my SQL and Linux batch. In from last 1 month, we were discussing about the technology. We called it as a SQL and Linux, right? So we started from the SQL, and then slowly we moved to the Linux, right? That is what we have done. So we started from the SQL, and then we learn about the Linux technology. So yeah, SQL is mainly useful to communicate with the database. Like, let's say this is my server. Okay, let's say this is my server. On this server, I have my database which I'm going to install. Okay, so this server, as I'm saying, that can be of any version. Like this server, we are getting this server from, let's say it can be your Oracle Enterprise Linux, or it can be Red Hat Linux, or it can be Ubuntu, or it can be CentOS, or it can be Windows. Okay, this is called server. Now what is server? If I want to tell you in a very simple language, server is all about the operating system, right? Server is all about operating system. Now what about others? Can you hear me? Can you please just make sure that everyone is able to hear? Can you please confirm us? Can you please use the chat option and say if everyone can hear me? Okay, so those people who are not able to hear me, they can just do one thing. They can try to log in one more time and they will be able to hear. Okay. Okay. So if you are coming to understand about this technology, there will be a question in your mind that why we are learning this Oracle DB, right? What is the reason? What is the business? What is the real-time use cases of this Oracle DB? To understand this, you take an example that, let's say you are going to the bank. Okay, I'll tell you a very simple example. Let's say being a user, you are going to the bank, and in the bank you are saying that, okay boss, I want to open an account. I want to open account in the bank. Okay, so what you will do, you will fill up the form. They will give you one form and you will fill up all the details over here, and finally you will click on the submit button. As soon as you click on the submit button, all of your information will be stored somewhere, right? So your information will go into a database. Where it will go? Into a database. All of your information, like your first name, last name, whatever details, all of your information will go into the database. So inside the database there will be a table. Okay, let's say there is a table called account table will be there, and let's say there is a table will be called personal, something like that, and your all the personal data will be stored over here. So all, like you can say, you can, if you take the example of SBI bank or HDFC bank or maybe ICICI bank, you assume that how many accounts will be there, how much data will be there, right? And all of that data gets stored into this database. So inside the database there will be a table, and under that table your data will be there. And when I have my data available inside this database in the form of table, many times, let's say there is a user 1 and another user 2, means there is another user, he is also filling up the details, like he also want to create an account in the bank. He will fill up the details in the form, and finally he will click on the submit button, and that his details will also go over here. And this database will be connected to some applications, right? As a normal user, I don't know how to handle a database. As a normal user, I don't know how to handle a database. But what about the people? Okay, as a normal user, I don't know how to handle the database, but obviously I can see the application, right? Let's say I'm taking internet banking of SBI. Okay, let's take a SBI bank. Let's take an example of SBI bank. So SBI bank, like, you can use the internet banking of SBI bank, right? There you can see that, okay, in your account there is 1000 rupees is there. In your account there is 1000 rupees. So that 1000 rupees is available inside this table. Where that it is available? Inside this table. So what we are going to do as a Oracle DBA, okay, before we go to the Oracle DBA, we try to understand about the SQL. Okay, from last one we were learning about the SQL, right? From last one we were learning about the SQL, right? So SQL means, if I want to create a table, let's say I want to create a table. Let's say I want to create a table, and inside that table I want to insert some data. So whenever I want to perform the operation like select, insert, update, delete, whatever I want to do, I need SQL language. What I need? SQL language. And that is what we have learned from last 1 month. And that is the reason I'm always saying that if you want to start your career as a Oracle DBA, first of all, you need to understand about the SQL. So in order to manage this database, means whenever you want to communicate this database, right? Whenever you want to communicate this database, you need one language, and that is called SQL language. And what about the Linux? This database, okay, this database can be from different company. There are multiple companies are there. They are providing this database. Like, this database is provided by the Oracle company. Then you have MySQL database is there, PostgreSQL is there, SQL Server is there, which is the product of Microsoft. There are multiple companies are there. They are providing this database. Whenever you are going to purchase any product, right? Let's say you take the example of mobile. You are getting the mobile from Apple also, MI also, Redmi is also, Samsung is there, LG is there. Many companies are there. Right? Same way, this database are provided by the multiple companies. So your client will decide that, okay, which database I want to use. Okay, let's say that client is saying that I want to use Oracle database. So wherever and whatever the companies they are using Oracle database, for the administration of your this Oracle database, we need Oracle DBA. Who need Oracle DBA? The DBA means database administrator. For the administration of this database, we need administrator, right? The long form of the Oracle DBA is Oracle Database Administrator. So who are those Oracle Database Administrator? Oracle Database Administrator are the people who are doing the administration. Administration means what? Okay. Now you are trying to understand the Oracle DBA technology, so you should know that what is administration. When I say administration keyword, what is that? Okay. So administration means, like, I want to create this database. Okay, I want to create this database. So I am assuming that I want to create Oracle database. Okay, I am assuming that I want to create means I want to install new Oracle database. I want to install new Oracle database. So where are you going to install this Oracle database? You are going to install this Oracle database on some operating system. Like, if you take the example of this Zoom, I am using Windows 11 machine, and on my Windows 11 machine I am using this Zoom software, right? I am using this Zoom software. Same way, when I want to install this Oracle database, I need one operating system, and that operating system is your Linux operating system. It can be your Linux operating system, it can be Unix operating system, it can be Windows operating system. So widely in the market, people are going through the Linux operating system mostly. So this operating system you need, right? You need this operating system, or some people are calling it as a server also. You need one server, and on the top of that server you are going to install this Oracle database. Now, since you are working as a Oracle DBA, since you will be working as a Oracle DBA, if you want to create a table, if you want to insert some data into this table, if you want to do all these things, okay, if you want to do all these things, you need SQL. Whenever you are talking about the Oracle database, you need SQL knowledge. And in order to go inside this database level, first of all you need to go to the Linux level. So first is Linux, and under that Linux you have your database. So for Linux you need Linux command. You should know how to use the Linux command. You should know how to use Linux command. You should know how to use Linux command. And for database you are going to use SQL. For database you are going to use SQL. So that is the reason, before you start with the Oracle DBA, it is must to have a knowledge about SQL, and then you should have a knowledge about Linux. That is very important. And that is what we have seen in the last 1 month. And now we are going to enter to the Oracle DBA activities. Now we are going to enter to the Oracle DBA activities. Now the infrastructure will be looks like this. Like you will have a server, okay, you will have a server, and then you will have a database. This database is Oracle database, and this server can be of Linux. Mostly in the real-time production environment, people are going through the Linux operating system, so it will be your, I'm going to use Oracle Linux. Oracle also providing one operating system, we called it as a Oracle Linux. And on the top of it Oracle Linux, we will have Oracle database. Now my responsibility as a Oracle DBA to make sure that I am doing administration. Administration means this database should be up and running. This database should be up and running 24/7. That is my first responsibility as a Oracle DBA. What is my responsibility as a Oracle DBA? My database should be up and running 24/7. Because this database will be connected to some application, right? And this application is used by the multiple users like you and me. I'm using this Android application like SBI YONO application is there, right? That is a YONO application we are using. That YONO application is, what is this YONO application? This YONO application is all about, what is this YONO application? It is an application used by the people like you and me, right? It is an application used by the people like you and me. So if I want to see that, okay, how much balance is there in my account, so what I need to do, I need to use this application. And this application will be up and running only when I have my database is up and running. I'll tell you why. If you try to log in to your application with your user ID and password, your user ID and password is available inside the table only here. In the Oracle database, your user ID, password, your balance, all that details is available inside this database table only. And when you are able to access this Oracle database table, only when your database is up and running. If your database is up and running, then and only then you are able to, access these tables, right? So basically you don't need to access this table through the application. They have, the developer have already written a code saying that if I click on the view balance, it will show me that okay, I have 1000, 10,000, whatever amount I have. So internally select query is running to see how much balance is there in my account, but where that data is available, not in the application. Application is just a front end. Application is just a front end, but where your actual data gets stored, your actual data gets stored inside this database only. Inside the database, your actual data gets stored. So my responsibility as a Oracle DBA is to make sure that this database should be up and running 24/7. Okay, this database should be up and running 24/7. That is my first responsibility as a Oracle DBA. So till now, whatever we have discussed, able to understand, guys? Can you please use the chat option and say yes, no, whatever it is. All right, Paras is saying yes, Avnish is saying yes, Aryan is saying yes, Kalim is saying yes, okay, Tanush is saying yes, Farag is saying yes. All right. Okay, Surika is saying yes, Venkat is saying okay. Okay, so I think everyone is able to understand. Now, so I got to know that okay, my database should be up and running. Another responsibility that as a Oracle DBA, the another responsibility that I need to understand that okay, this database installation, right? DB installation. My business is growing like anything. My business is growing like anything. You know, my business is growing like anything. So what I need, if my business is growing like anything, I need new database. Correct na? I need new database. So if I want new database, okay, if I want new database, so what will happen if I want new database? There will be a requirement from the, there will be a requirement, okay, there will be a requirement, and that requirement to have, okay, that requirement will be there to have a new database, right? There will be a requirement to have a new database, and obviously, you know, people are expecting that okay, I need a new database, correct? Now when client is saying that boss, we need a new database, who is going to install that new database? When client is saying that okay, we need a new database, who is going to install that? So the people like you and me as a Oracle DBA, it is our responsibility to install a new database. The people like you and me are mainly responsible to install a new database. And I'll tell you one thing, that when you want to install a new database, you don't need to, when you want to install a new database, you don't need to write down any programming for all this. Okay, Oracle DBA is the technology where you don't need to write down any code and all. Okay, many people are thinking that okay, if I want to enter into the IT industry, I should be aware about the programming and all. No, not like that. Okay, so there are development tracks are there, there are administration tracks are there. Development track means like, let's say you want to start your career as a Java developer, .NET developer, or Angular or UI developer. There you need the coding related information. Okay, but when you are not aware about the coding related information, it doesn't mean that you cannot start your career as a into the IT industry. Now I want to make sure that I want to start my database. There will be question in your mind that okay, do I need to write down the code for this? No, you don't need to write down the code for this. If I want to install a new database, new Oracle database, my client is dropping an email to me saying that, hi DBA team, can you please install Oracle 19C? The name of the database is this. Do I need to write down the program? No. So if you want to get into the IT industry, Oracle DBA is the field in which you don't need to write down any program also. So I see that most of the testing people, you can check with your friends, colleague, connections. Most of the testing people are losing their jobs because of the a kind of recession that you see over here nowadays, right? And these people are moving to the Oracle DBA. See, why people have started their career into the testing industry? The logic is that because they don't know development, right? But in testing also nowadays automation is coming, right? You might be aware about the people who want to enter into the testing nowadays. They should have some knowledge about the Python, Java, Selenium and all, right? Correct. So if they know automation, why they will start their career as a tester? They would have started their career as a developer directly, right? Because developer is having much bigger package compared to the testers. But I have seen that the current situation for the testers are not that good. Okay. People are getting released from the project, and now they are looking for the way how they can resume their career. So most of the people are coming to us from the testing background nowadays, because this is a technology where you don't need to write down any code. Okay. And if you have some knowledge about the SQL, Linux, okay, easily you can start your career into the IT industry. And that's what we are going to do. So the responsibility as a Oracle DBA that I discussed, the initial responsibility is to make sure that your database is up and running. You need to install your Oracle database. Third responsibility as a Oracle DBA is there is an activity we called it as a upgradation. You might be aware about this. This Oracle database is also coming with different version. Like if you take the example of Oracle database, then you have Oracle database 7i, 8i, 9i, 10g, 11g, 12c, 18c, 19c, 21c, 23rd also is there. So basically the Oracle database is not something coming with the one version, it is coming with the multiple version. Okay, but mostly and widely now the people are using Oracle 19c. Okay, and slowly they will start working on Oracle 21c also. That's not a problem. Obviously, if you remember that, if you take the example of Windows, we started with the Windows XP 7, right? Then we had 8, 10, and nowadays we are using the Windows 11. That is the latest one, correct? Why people are upgrading their database? Because upgradation provide you the security, upgradation provide you the performance also. If you remember that when we were using Windows XP or 7, it was taking too much time to start your operating system. It was taking too much time to start your operating system, right? But nowadays the Windows 11 machine is getting booted very quickly, right? If you just click on the power button, it will quickly start within a second. But earlier it was taking too much time. So that's the reason, everyone want their performance of your database should be very good, and that is the reason they are upgrading. That is the reason they are upgrading their database to the highest version. So I'll show you like how you can upgrade your database starting from one version to another version. I'm going to show you how you can upgrade your database starting from one version to another version. But again, don't worry about the coding and all. This activity is also a kind of predefined activity provided by the Oracle itself, because administration is the track where you don't need to write down any programming. Okay, like if you take the example of administration, means Linux admin, Oracle DBA, then you have AWS admin is there, Citrix admin, Office 365, lot of administrations tracks are there. So among that we are going to learn about Oracle. Even also in database level there are MySQL DBA, SQL Server DBA, PostgreSQL DBA, lot of DBAs are there. Okay, but when you want to upgrade your database, again you don't need to write down any programming or what. No need to do all these things. Okay, you can easily upgrade your database without programming also. And I'll show you how to upgrade a database from one version to another version, and you will understand it very quickly. Okay, till now whatever we have discussed, able to understand? Can you please use the chat option and say yes or no? Okay, Farah is saying yes, Siri is saying yes, Venkat is saying, Kalim is saying yes, Farah is saying yes. Nice, nice. Tanuj is saying yes. All right. Okay, Vijay is saying yes. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, okay. So we got to know that how to install a Oracle database. Means we have not seen it practically. Obviously, we are going to see that practically slowly as soon as we go ahead. We discuss about the upgradation. We discuss about the there is one more activity which is very important in the Oracle database. We called it as a patching activity. Very important. Patching means what? Like if you ask me this Oracle, what is this Oracle? Oracle is all about it's a software, right? Which has been written into the Java language. It's a software written into the Java language. And it is storing huge amount of data, and that data is very much important data gets stored into this Oracle database. So there is a chances that someone will enter to my account, he will hack my account, he will withdraw the amount from my account and he will transfer it to your account. There is a chances, right? But do you think that Oracle should the Oracle should be very much strong in a such way that the Oracle should be strong in a such way that the amount should not be easily be withdrawn without my consent? That should not be done, right? The security play a very important role whenever you are talking about the database. Security should be very much powerful, right? So this Oracle is a software basically. At the end it is a software, and there is a chances that on this database software there can be some sort of bugs, there can be some sort of security related issues in my database. There is a chances, right? Because at the end it is just a software. So to fix these issues, a kind of bugs, a kind of security related issues, Oracle provide a patching also. There is a patch. Patch means a kind of Java program, but don't worry, you don't need to write down that Java program. The program will be written by Oracle people. They will write down it. They will provide to you as a software. We called it as a patch, and you are responsible to apply that patch on your Oracle database. What you need to do? You need to apply that patch on your Oracle database, and it will fix all the issues, whatever issues you have, security related issues, whatever security related issues you have in your Oracle database. All that security related issues will be fixed. All that security related issues will be fixed as soon as you are applying a patch on your Oracle database. Again, this activity also does not require any kind of programming skill set knowledge. If you don't know, that's okay. But again, you should be comfortable with SQL and Linux. Okay. So those people who are not comfortable with SQL and Linux, they can join our upcoming SQL and Linux patch, and there we'll discuss like how to use SQL and Linux, and slowly we will start with the Oracle DBA also. Those people who have already completed SQL Linux, we will go through this concept very soon. So patching is all about the activity in which you are going to remove a bug from your Oracle database. What you are going to do? You are going to remove a bug from your Oracle database. Patching is an activity in which you are going to remove a bug from your Oracle database. That is what we are going to do. Apart from this, there are multiple other responsibilities are there. Like one more responsibility I want to tell you, backup and restoration. So I have a database. In my database, I have my tables are there, right? This tables has huge amount of data. This tables has huge amount of data, and very important data is there. If you take the example of our Aadhaar card, right? It is very important data, PAN card details, right? Account details. Why we are getting the credit card calls? Why we are getting the credit card calls? How they come to know that? How they come to know that, okay, this is a salary person and he is having a huge salary? Because because the people are trying to use your data, right? And this is how they are trying to make the business. The people are continuously calling you saying like, okay boss, so sir, you are working with this company and would you like to have a credit card? How? Because your data is someone is maybe they are selling, right? That's the reason they come to know. The person who is not working anywhere, a person who is just sitting idle, he will never get a call for credit card. Why he is not getting the call for the credit card? Because he don't have any accounts to the bank, like all these big banks where the salaries accounts are getting opened. So the data nowadays play a very important role. If you ask me, that all the big companies are trying to use their data, trying to use their past data also to increase your business. And that data is very important. Now, if someone deleted that data, okay, what will happen? If someone deleted that data, it's a big disaster, right? So this data needs to be backed up somewhere. So in order to take the backup of these tables, in order to take the backup of this database, Oracle provides some of the utilities like RMAN, EXPDP, IMPDP, all these utilities provided by the Oracle, which will help you to take the backup of your database at certain location. To the safe location, you can take a backup. By any chance, if this database also got crashed down or someone deleted the complete database itself, still I have a backup available. By using that backup, I can restore my database. That is possible. I can restore and I can recover my database. I can do that. But for that, what we need the backup. We need a backup. So it is your responsibility as a Oracle DBA to make sure that you have some knowledge. It is your responsibility as a Oracle DBA. You should have a knowledge about how to take the backup of your Oracle database and how are you going to restore that backup. If your manager is sending you an email, hi DBA team, can you please take the backup of this database? So you should say yes, okay, I'll just start that. So you are responsible to take the backup of your Oracle database also. Now apart from this, there are multiple other responsibilities that are also there, but I will talk about that other responsibilities slowly, okay? But meanwhile, if you have any questions regarding the training, so we are going to start and continue this training from the next week, okay? This is the first class of Oracle DBA. Those people who are joining for the first time, or and those people who are interested to join this completely real-time database training, they can reach out to my team, and we are going to continue this class of Oracle DBA, okay? So if you have any questions regarding the training and all, you can ask me and we can discuss about this, okay? So that class will be like Saturday, Sunday only. Today only we just connected in the late night because of internet connectivity in the Pune location, but now it has been resumed. So we'll start on our regular time, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Till now, whatever we discussed, able to understand, guys? Everyone?